Thank you, Dallas Singer.
Thanks, Tez.
Ad break. Ciao.
I'm Andrew Lester, and this is the Turbo Jared Jerry Houston model. Now this is an exact replica of the board that Jerry uses on the IBA World Tour. This board's made for everyone, but it really comes into its own with high performance riders. Jerry has designed contours on the deck for better flex and grip when landing big airs. The Surl and Slick gives better flex and projection, nose bulbs for better grip, 50-50 rails for more speed, and the channels for extra control. The Jerry model is available in two core options, the Polypro Limited and the Paradox Cell. The Polypro Limited features the Trilogy stringer system, which has one circular stringer going through the centre of the board and two half stringers running from just under the elbows down towards the tail. This gives greater flex through the top half of the board with plenty of stiffness in the tail for speed and acceleration. The Paradox Cell is a less dense Polypro core and comes with three flat stringers running through the board. These flat stringers give a little extra flex, which is ideal for the colder water. Jerry has put a lot of time into the design of this board along with Glennet Turbo, and they've nailed it. I love riding this board. It's got all the design features that I look for in a high performance board, and I know you're going to love it too.
And welcome back. I'm Alex Leon. I'm back in the hot seat. I just had my breakfast and watched one of the most incredible heats in history go down just then.
Jeez, yeah, I'd have to say that as well, Alex. That was pretty incredible. There's the scores there for you to look at, 9.13 and a 9.88 for Pierre-Louis Cortez.
Are you kidding me? Jared was comboed and he surfed incredible and he was comboed.
Yeah, that's yeah, I'm speechless. That's amazing. That's bodyboarding in a way that you're not going to see anywhere else on the planet. So, geez, what can you say? This quarter four has really got something to live up to. There's Sasha Specker just talking to Pierre. I'm sure he's stoked about that heat. Mate, that was incredible. He's definitely kind of put his mark on this sport already.
Yeah, and that was incredible. You know what? We got a replay. There's two waves that got caught during that ad break. Let's have a look. Jeff Hubbard. Here we go. His first exchange.
Heavy section there, Alex. He's just dropped the reverse air. He's real consistent with those things, even though that was a difficult section.
Jeff Hubbard. And there we see Magno's replay of his first wave as well. Let's have a look at this.
Here we go. Just bottom turning, looking for a nice clean section. Wow. What's he got here? Oh,
no. Just a...
sit-down combo to lift on the head. Magno just, sometimes I'm sure he's looking for an air forward there. The section just didn't do it for him.
Yeah, so 5.83 for Hub.
Not to worry. It's his first wave. And, yeah, Jeff popping out a nice little score in a 5.83. But if the last heat's anything to go by, Alex, these guys are looking for a lot more than that.
That was incredible. There we see Jeff Hubbard in the green rash vest. Magno in the red.
Pesos, these rankings, they're not inclusive of what they are this year. No. I think Jeff's actually in fourth position.
Fourth, sorry.
And Magno in 25th. So, these guys both been surfing really well. I was talking about Jeff earlier that, he hasn't turned it up so much today, and I'm sure he's looking for something like Pierre did in that last heat. I'm sure, he's more than capable. He's one of the best out here, and it's going to be really exciting to see what him and Magno come up with.
Yeah, and we've just seen the conditions in that last heat, especially
with
this low tide. It's unbelievable out there. Zicatela is really, that's why they call it the Mexican pipeline. Just look at that, incredible.
Well, that is, that could be a scene out of pipeline. If you're looking from the checkpoint, that looks like
pipe. Yeah.
It is. It's offshore. It's big. It's heavy. There's good lips to hit, and it's near perfect place to have a competition for bodyboarding.
Yeah, that was. I still can't get over that heat.
Here you go, mate.
Unbelievable.
Check out the semis so far. We've got Tamiga and Winnie in the first semi, PLC in the second. If he was to meet Hub in the next one, that's 4 World Tour titles there.
All going for it.
Yeah, all going for it. So, it's going to be interesting to see if Magno can nail this one. He's been surfing unbelievably all comp, and yesterday in particular, Alex, he was surfing so consistent. And he's seen something here. This will be interesting to see what happens. Could be a solid one. This one looks solid. There we go. I'm not sure he's looking left or right. I think he's going for the right here, and it's a sick looking wave here, Alex. He's just tucked under the lip. Oh no. Yeah, it didn't really barrel.
Yeah, not really doing that for him there, Magno.
So
Hubbard in the lead. 5.83 for that air reverse.
Here we go. Jeff's tucking under a similar sort of wave, and it's starting to do a bit more than than what it did for Magno. Oh, not a bad little tube there. Starting to solidify that score.
Jeffrey Hubbard. Let's see if he can pull this. Is it a completed move?
Oh, I hope he does. I mean,
there
he is. He didn't let go. He went for it.
Wow,
it's in the first 5 minutes in the seat, and he's doing air reverse out of the bowl, mate. That's a credit to Jeff. And
he's going to get rewarded for that barrel. He's going to improve on that 5.83.
Yeah, that was it. That was almost too easy for him in a way. He's the past champ. He took it out in scary conditions last year. It was heavy. It was huge, and it didn't seem to phase him. And this stuff maybe even more tuned in for him. He's been surfing this wave heaps this year, and I had him in a heat earlier in this event, and it's not a guy you want to pull in a heat. Unfortunately, he's amazing out here, and for all the other competitors, it's going to be hard to beat him. Here he goes, just tucking the lip there. Like I said, Al, it's near too easy for him just to come through that. And this air reverse is huge. Check that thing out. Bang. So unfortunately, that V just kind of popped him out the back. But
all that water pushing behind just made him come unstuck there. But you know what?
He did post a 7.38 for that wave.
7.38 for that barrel.
Just goes to think, what if he did pop out of that air reverse? He could have been up in the 9 range.
Yeah. Well, we saw Pierre get a really high score for that barrel to backflip there on that left-hander before.
That was incredible, and Jeff's more than capable, and Magno's more than capable of those kind of scores here today. And
that for the highlights clip, they might as well have just shot that live. They can just shoot that whole heat live and post it because that is just an incredible heat.
I've been bodyboarding for years, and that thing still gives me goosebumps. And that's incredible.
And you know what? We've got a beach interview with PLC now, so we'll get the rundown of what he thought just before he did that move. Take it away, Dan.
Thanks, Alex. I'm here with Pierre-Louis Costes from France, winner of the last heat. So, Pierre, you posted the highest heat score total for the entire contest. Take us through a couple of your waves.
That was the best hit I had so far. I think I ever had it at Puerto Escondido ever, so I'm pretty happy. I mean, I don't know, it's a lot of luck involved, I know, but when you get them, you're just so happy, and you just want to do well on them. And I don't know, I got a very, very good barrel to roll, and after Jerry got the score, I was in second. I needed 8 something, and I got like a 9 point on that barrel to flip. So I was just so happy.
Nice, yeah. You guys were having quite the boxing match out there. What are you going to be doing to prepare for the semifinal?
I'm just gonna drink some water, drink some Powerade, and rest. Cause it looks like I'm gonna have a pretty tough semifinal.
Yeah, definitely. So you want to make some shout outs before we go?
Yeah, I'll just the same. I just shout outs to all my family, all my friends who is watching, and I just hope I can bring a trophy home.
Right on. Well, that was Pierre-Louis Costes from France winning that last heat, moving on to the semifinals. Back to you in the booth, Alex.
Yeah, cheers, Dan. Thanks for that great interview there with PLC. PLC being the victor there. Unlucky Jared Houston, mate. You surfed well. You held the South African flag strong there in that heat. It just came unstuck there, mate. It was going up against the former world champ. The current world champ at the moment. As we look at Magno passes from Brazil here, looking at the right-hander here, he scoops into this barrel. Well, he's locked into a nice barrel. He's going to come out of this thing. Magno comes out of this thing nicely. He hasn't finished yet. He's getting speed through this inside section. Let's see if he can do something off the end here. Forward spin. He's still milking. This is a long ride for Magno.
Almost
incredible barrel at the start.
Off there, but far out.
And just shows a roll. Well,
that was an incredible wave from Magno, and it's going to make it hard for Jeff. He's actually on one.
Oh, well, we missed the start of that, but we should have a replay of this. Jeff's got some speed now, pushing through. Oh, nice projected roll there into the flats.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happened at the start of that one, Alex, but oh my God. Man, this place is pumping.
This place is pumping. If you've just tuned in, woken up from anywhere you are around the world, we're down here for the Grand Slam Series, the 6th stop on the tour. Look at this sporting bet replay. Check this barrel out.
He's looking at our line. He goes, I'm going to make, there's an exit point. He's just scooped straight in there, and that's solid 6
It looks like backdoor. Look at it.
It does. Just spat him out completely, and he's just gone, just shaking it off, just trying not to get too stoked with it because he's still got more work to do.
And then throws a forward spin in.
And almost reforms here again, Alex, and he's just trying to drop a little roll off the end. And
nice roll too.
Man, we're going to be seeing high scores for these
I'll
waves.
tell you what, Brazil, I reckon they're all standing on their chairs and tables down there watching this.
Oh, for sure. Magno's an amazing competitor, and he's a really good bloke, and it's great to see him get these great waves.
Spirit. He's from State Spirit Santos. I actually flew up there after the Takachara event.
All right.
Yeah, went up and met the promoter there and met Magno and showed me around the town. And he's a hero up in that town, as he is in Brazil. But, you know, him and Neymar Cavallo there.
Oh, they're from the same area?
Same area, yeah.
Right,
and,
okay.
they're absolute legends of the sporting legends down there.
Sure.
They're icons. Here we go.
Started Jeff's one. It wasn't bad either.
Let's see what he gets into.
Straight under the lip here. Maybe not as long as Magno's last wave, so maybe a bit of a shorter one. He's done a similar thing off the end bowl, so I don't think he's going to score as high as Magno, who got an 8.5 for that last wave.
8.5 for Magno. So we see Jeff. This is his finish here.
Yeah.
He gets a nice projected lip there.
Yep.
Good landing.
Just turning it out, but he actually got a 6.75 for that last wave. So, yeah, not as good as Magno's.
No.
Still in the lead, though, with a 7.38 and a 6.75. Great scores, 14.13, man. This last day of competition is pumping.
This is pumping.
Like, straight up pumping. Straight up pumping, so...
Like I said before, when the sun started to poke its head out and we saw the conditions clean up, the tide's gone low tide now. It's drained off the sandbars. I'll tell you what, it is absolutely pumping. It looks like Pipe and Backdoor Peaks out here.
It could be near the best I've seen since I've been here for the last 2 weeks, Al.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, what better way to have the last day of the event?
Well, the forecast was right. We predicted that Thursday was going to be the day, and that's why we pushed through yesterday, punched through in those sort of dicey conditions yesterday afternoon, so we could finish the event off in these incredible waves.
Yeah, it's great news for
so great
for these
calls
two guys.
from all the contest organisers.
Yeah, that's it's great forecasting there, and it's not easy to pick what best day is to do these events because there's so many things going on. As you got to get through a lot of heats and stuff, but yeah.
While there's so much going on at the moment and so much little, we'll just go to a quick break and we're back after this.
Yes, punters, welcome to the world of Sporting Bet.
At Sporting Bet, we live and breathe sports and racing. It's what we do day in and day out. That's why we're the punters' favourite, providing top odds and unique promotions on a huge range of markets. And our cutting-edge technology means you can bet anywhere, anytime. So if you're into sports and racing as much as we are, go to sportingbet.com.au today, because there's no better bet than a sporting bet.
And welcome back. Thanks to Sporting Bet, they're presenting this event. Well, today's a day that you either win money or you lose money.
Yeah, that would have been you would have been clutching your tickets in that last heat, I tell you. It got exchanged 3 times in the last 4 minutes. So, you know, it's a good way to really enjoy this sport is to put some money down and risk a little bit. So I've checked out the odds actually, and they're pretty good. If you know a thing or two about bodyboarding, it wouldn't be worth your it'd definitely be worth your time to check them out and maybe put some money on these things.
Well, I will definitely have a go myself in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
If I'm allowed.
Yeah, I haven't been told whether or not we're allowed, so I'll have to wait out for that. But I can give tips. Jump on the Facebook page. I'm usually pretty biased towards myself, so.
No, of course. Well, little shout out to all the sponsors, especially our media partners, YouTube, IINet, Like Bodyboarding in Brazil. Get on there, buy the Zicatela Pro contest shirt from their site. Inverted bodyboarding stores, especially online, bodyboardshop.com.au, Reflex, Sweatsuits, Red Bull, Coastal Playground, Colorado Surf down here. Check out the bodyboard store when you ever come to Porto. Sporting Bet, if you're in Spain, Brazil, Australia and New Zealand. This is the special thanks to Turbo for getting really behind this event. Turbo Bodyboards. Get out there, buy yourself a Romero, Jerry, or a Turbo 4 or a Kingy model for Christmas. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Sure does, Al. So we've got 2 more guys in the water here wanting to get to the semi-final. See a little spit off the back there from some of the banks down the beach. It's
here we go. Who's got priority?
I'm not quite sure. I think maybe Jeff got the last of that exchange, so I think Magno's sitting in priority and just decided to paddle a bit further away from him. It's hard in these contests. It's so much different than a reef break. Between here, maybe Fronton or the box or something like that, you can kind of predict where the waves are going to break every time and what they're going to do. Whereas if you go out here, you could be sitting in nothing or you could be sitting in absolute goldmine.
That's right, yeah.
So, it does give an extra little...
There's so many different zones, variety of different zones here that you can sit in.
Definitely.
And, I mean, these sets just come through wherever they please. There aren't any defined banks, really.
Nah.
It's almost just one big sandbar, and the the way the swell comes in, it peaks itself in the deep sea and then just comes up, breaks sort of where it wants, and a lot of the rips play part to that.
Yeah, right.
Especially with the tide sucking out, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, we talked about those rips earlier. It's a hard thing to handle. You can almost see it creeping up on Jeff here. He's going to want to get out of it. But yeah, these rips can be make or break for some heats. And you know, they're just staying away from each other. There's a bit of a lull. Just wondering what they're thinking now, Al. I'm sure they've seen that last heat and they just wish something like that would come through because, you know, all of these guys can surf those waves to their potential.
Well, Jeff's in the lead, but Magno has a higher scoring wave in this, 8.5. He doesn't really have a good backup score yet. He is looking for a good backup.
You've got the media crew on it right in front of the beach there. I'm sure they're getting all the action here for your highlight reel. But here goes Magno just taking off, keeping his speed there. He's probably eyed off something towards the end and decided to duck out of that one. Maybe not quite the wave qualities after there, Al.
I think that was more of a block there on hub.
Yeah, you could be right there, actually.
Jeff was looking for a big ramp, and well, Magno had to pretty much go because, you know,
no,
you put a ramp like that for Jeff.
Yeah, you don't want to give him an inch.
Yeah.
He's dangerous for all these 30 minutes of this heat. Jeff is a danger man out here, and Magno just wants to keep that. I mean, he's got the 8.5. It's the highest scoring wave of the heat. He doesn't need too much to go back into first, so Jeff knows that. And we'll just have to play it out as it lies here, and there's 13 minutes remaining. These guys have to turn it on.
That's right, and thank everyone for tuning in around the world. Wherever you are, get online, have a look. Go in the draw to win one of the Techno Marine watches, one of our sponsors here. Incredible watches, worth a lot of money, and we're giving 3 away online. So have a look on the IBA Facebook page. And all your action on YouTube too. Check it out, highlight reels, highlight clips from every day of the event. It's been an incredible week down here, and we're finishing today in pumping waves, exactly how we wanted to. It's all come together for us. We had a shaky start, and we apologise for that first day. But you know what? It's all about this last day.
It is, and this is the best waves by far that we've seen so far in this event. And is that Barley the dog?
That's Barley, yeah.
That's the most famous dog in Mexico, I think.
That's Clive's dog from Aqualuna there. His name's Barley.
And we've got a mini hurricane here with camera number 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking at Jeff in first place here. There's Shamo keeping out of the. Yep. No,
Yeah,
don't talk
he
about
is.
me. Don't film me.
Don't talk about me. He's the one that edits those great clips for you.
Yeah, you can
That you get
thank
to see
him.
on your YouTube every night. He's the highlight man.
He wants to stay behind the lens, it looks like, Al. Shamer does a great job. He has
He's
done
actually
all
Australian,
this
but
year.
he's German, Canarian, European
Euro mix.
reciter.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Here goes Magno having a little search of this. And
Okay, 11 minutes remaining. Hub is in the lead. Magno with a high score so far, 8.5, but he's in second position as he doesn't have a second scoring wave really to count.
so, yeah, a bit slower this heat, Al. They've had to deal with quite a huge lull throughout the centre of this heat. It's lucky that they did get busy earlier, but you know, they've had some great pits earlier on this heat. And
It's going in waves, isn't it? We
one
saw
heat
Leicester
on,
and
one heat
Winnie's.
off.
Yeah, it was a bit slow.
For sure. Yeah, Magno getting interested in a smaller one here. It could have a bit of quality too.
Let's see what Magno's got. Going for a ramp here. What's he going to do?
Big
Going for the
flip.
big RS flip
Oh,
there.
geez, that really slammed him on the end there. I don't know if he's going to try and gather that. He did, kind of.
Well,
he's given up. Unfortunately for Magno, that thing just dropped. And it's hard to hang on, you know, on that shallow sandbank. Sometimes on those smaller ones, they're actually harder than the bigger waves. So, unfortunately for Magno, not really landing that, coming unstuck. Jeff's sitting out there in priority. Here we go. Here you can see as soon as he takes off, he's just got a speed line. You know he's not looking for a pit. He wants a ramp. He's got a real smooth flip style there. I've seen him yesterday. You know, he landed
More of
near
an
100%
RS
of it.
up,
Yeah, it's like a flip RS sort of, you know, hybrid, I guess you could call it.
Magno just coming in complete there. So he'll be chasing another backup score, Magno. Jeff is out there with priority.
Maybe they'll be
Surfing
dropping
his
their
heat
standards.
smart, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And considering it is such a slow heat, maybe they will be looking at those smaller waves and Wondering if they're worth going. There is 10 minutes remaining. Jeff sitting on a 14.13 total. Magno on a 10.75, needing a 5 mid-range 5 score to go into the first position and advance on to this, these killer semis we've got set up. We've got Tamiga and Winnie in the first one, and the winner out of this will meet PLC, who was blazing, straight up blazing. His quarter number 3.
Well, he just really showed the whole world why he is world champ in that last heat. Just putting Jero in a combination situation. When Jerry had surfed the best, he'd surfed the whole event pretty much.
Yeah, it's hard to deal with. I'm sure Jerry's not too upset with himself because he did surf unbelievably well.
No, ala da senya.
Yeah, I think that's
Colorado.
That's more. That's they're trying to put something in at the point down there, aren't they?
Yeah,
I can't read Spanish that well, so I'm just going to say that's some sort of protest.
Yeah, they want to build. Apparently, there's another beach break round here, Punta Colorado, and they want to build
some sort of plant.
A harbour. They want to build a harbour.
Right.
Around there.
It's commercial fishing, I guess, or something like that.
It's a harbour. They're trying to stop this harbour.
Yeah, which would be devastating because that break there is
beautiful
actually
beach, yeah.
It's one of the only beaches in the world that is totally run by bodyboarders. I was told that you can't bring a stand-up board there,
that's
which
right.
is
No surfers allowed.
Pretty unique there for a place like Mexico. These guys are hard people, so I wouldn't be messing with them, and have to keep the fiberglass away from that place. But here goes Magno, and he's a little small right-hander.
Just isn't it the thought of building a harbour just ruins it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was talking to a local.
Beaches pristine. Leave
I was talking to a local bloke yesterday, Alex, about he runs a diving company here and checks out all the sea life underwater, and he was telling us that these commercial fishing boats just absolutely tore apart this area for the last 6 years, and there's not much left in the way of tuna and it's really unique kind of species of fish. So these things need to be protested against, and if a harbour went in the wave like that, it's more or less definitely going to wreck the break there. And
that sucks. I mean, we had that super trawler protest in Australia.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, and we actually the people won.
Yeah.
It's been banned now from coming into Australian waters, which is a good sign.
Yeah. Here we go. Dave getting ready for his second heat of the day, semi-final number 1 with Joe Hermie Tamega.
Here we go, Jeff Hubbard. What's he got?
He's stalling in the pit here. Not a bad. We're hearing hoots from the competitors area. Not a bad pit there. He's just holding his line there. I'm sure he's got something for the end there. Wow.
Wow. So he's going to probably improve on that 6.75 there.
I dare say he will, Alex. That was not a bad wave at all. Even though it kind of hit that foamy part of the section, he used it to his potential.
Jeff Hubbard. There we go. Let's have a look at this Sporting Bet replay. Here we see him just sort of bottom turn, scoop in under the lip there.
Kind of pressing into that one, Al.
That's right. He sits really deep. Look how sandy and heavy that guy comes out nice there. That's what they're looking for. A smooth exit.
Resetting his line here.
And then just hits this ARS just perfectly. Boom.
He does, eh?
Still momentum pushing
Flipping
him
and
across.
rolling. See, he lands nearly nose first, so he's not tail diving. He makes nearly 98% of those things. So Jeff looking the goods here with the second part of this quarter-final here.
Well, at the moment, he's headed towards PLC for a semi-final showdown, unless Magno can pull something out here. So Jeff Hubbard, a 7.55 for that last wave. Let's see what Magno's got here. He's going to answer back with this right-hander.
Here we go here. He's keeping his speed. He wants something big. Don't know if it's going to come in for him. No, unfortunately, he's got to duck out. But, man, that last one of the Jets was pretty good, and it's going to be hard to beat. 6 minutes remaining. His scores has dropped for his last wave for Jeff. It's a 7.55. I think, no, it did replace one of his best scores. He's now on a 14.93, making it harder for Magno to advance in that first position. He needs a mid-range 6 now. So you could say Jeff's just cutting him down piece by piece here.
Well, what a showdown. Jeff Hubbard doing everything right in this heat.
Mate, if this turns out the way it's looking, we've got Tamiga winning in the semi number 1, PLC Hub in the second semi. They're all good for a world title this year, and my goodness, it's funny how it ends up this way. The front runners are the front runners for a reason, and
don't jump the gun here, Dallas. Magno's got the highest scoring wave still, 8.5.
And his second best wave is a 2.25, so he can jump back into this.
6.43, and we all know Magno, and he can get a 10 at the drop of a hat.
And he has been on fire this event. Every heat he surfed it to the potential.
Let's see. This is going to be probably the most important 5 minutes of Magno's life.
Mate, even if, geez, it could change 4 times in the space of 5 minutes if the last season didn't go by. Yeah,
Jeff knows. He knows that Magno
he knows.
needs
He's not going in.
Here we
Magno sticking into the pit there. Just tucking that nice little left-hand buzz. He wants something substantial off the end here, and nice little flip. Has he got enough to land it?
Magno,
yep.
and he's pulled it.
Yep.
Completed move. There we go.
That's pulled there. He wants to score. He's only got to improve on a 2.25, but he does need a 6.43. That could be enough.
That's going to go close. That's going to go really close.
Yeah, it's going to make it hard for the judges, Al.
I just don't know if the barrel was really as good as Jeff's.
Well, he missed the start, so we might have to see the replay, Al. He could have pressed in a bit earlier and be coming out, but
that's true.
He was fondling his way around the bowl there, you could say.
There we go. Look, scooping in under there, not getting too, not really getting deep. No.
Nah. Could be hard, but
then nice.
Yeah, you're right, Al.
5.95 for that, Magno.
Not enough. He still needs his mid-6, which is totally doable in these kind of conditions. 3.5 minutes remaining. Magno's a tough guy, He's there wouldn't be much left in the tank for any normal people. These beach breaks are so hard to paddle out sometimes, and they're just ruthless. You'll see there he's getting pushed back quite a bit. He's got to put his head down. He knows he needs a 6.5 score.
His wave count's high too. He's had 7 waves.
Yeah.
Jeff's had 4.
A lot of them hadn't worked out for him. Some of the rips were,
well,
really
there's 6
shattering.
waves there that he had to look for. Inspected and then bailed through.
You're right.
But if you've just joined us online, YouTube or IINet or like bodyboarding, we're in Brazil there. We're bringing you the 4th quarter of the 6th stop on the Grand Slam Series, the IBA Turbo Zicatela Pro, presented by Sporting Bet. And we've got 3... We got Liquid Stream. And PL, we got Tamigo winning the first semi-final. PLC and the winner of this one, either Magno or Hub, are going to take PLC on in the second semi-final, and that's coming up very shortly.
Interesting times.
We're only a few hours away now, only 1 or 2 hours away from crowning our 2012 Turbo Zicatela champ.
Man, the waves are just pumping here today, aren't they? Like straight up.
Straight up, it is pumping.
You know when it's pumping, when guys are, if you need a 7, it ain't that hard to do.
That's right.
As long as the wave's there, you can make it happen, and that's what Magno needs. He needs a mid-range 6 for this to turn around for him, and in the progression of the semi-finals along with PLC.
Here we go. Let's see this priority work.
Yep, he sold it to Jeff.
Into the barrel. It's not a bad wave. It's
not a bad wave. He should tuck out of the top here. He's got plenty more to deal with. He just knows it's not as good as his last 2. That could be a interesting part of this heat.
That's dangerous because
he had to sell it.
Priority now.
Yeah, Magno did sell it. He said he was going to go, and he wouldn't have got that 6.5 in that wave, so he's absolutely nailed it there. Yeah,
Magno's
definitely not a 6.5 kind of wave.
Now this is smart from Magno. He's now pushed Jeff in a second priority, while Magno sits in second position. And now Jeff will be stressing because Magno only needs a 6.43. It's a semi-high score for these conditions.
And we haven't seen a huge heat for quite a while. There's a minute left, so anything could happen in this last 60 seconds.
And there's the road to the final there for everyone back home.
Check those scores out, man.
Check those scores.
Jerry would have won any of the quarters
with
that score, and he just happened to hit an on time, on fire Pierre-Louis Costez.
There we go, Jeff Hubbard. Let's see what he can do here.
He wants to improve on his other ways. Just a tweaked little reverse there. Didn't manage to get around there, but that's a bit of a victory lap almost. With 30 seconds remaining.
He might come in. I don't know. He's going to go back out. He's got 30 seconds.
He's checked the time. He knows it's not worth paddling back out. He's looking straight at Magno. What's coming for him, Al?
Well,
20 seconds remaining. We're just going through this replay. Pretty cool little air here. It's kind of like a fakey air rev, you could call it. There we go, Magno just clutching straws here. It's not a great looking wave, but that wasn't a bad invert, I'll tell you what.
Well,
I'm not sure what he did before that roll, but, you know,
6.43.
he looks confident.
Wow, look at this replay.
What
This
do
is
we
very
got here,
dangerous.
mate?
Magno's taken off. Nice roll there. Comes
Big
in.
invert.
Well,
Big
this
invert.
is going to go very, very close to the score, but it's an inside wave. It's a bit smaller. That's going to
He's
affect
pumped.
Magno a little bit.
He's pumped. What do we got for him?
Wow, this is in the judges'